guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on the new One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. Super excited to share with you guys my thoughts, first impressions, and wear test. But before we get started, I do quickly want to introduce myself for those of you guys who are new to my channel. Hi, welcome. My name is Jessica, aka The Mexican Beauty. I make videos on all things beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. I would love for you to go hit that subscribe button down below. Also, please don't forget to hit that notification bell because I'll make sure you never miss a video. Also, please don't forget to follow me on my other platforms because whenever I'm not here, I'm posting over there. First of all, Instagram, The Mexican Beauty, and also TikTok, The Mexican Beauty, where you can find me at all times when you don't see me here and perhaps miss me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this review and wear test. Okay, so I already went ahead and applied my foundation. For foundation, I went ahead and used my Oma Beauty by Sharon C Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. I went very, very light on the under eyes just because I am going to be going in with this concealer. And typically for concealer and foundation application, I like to keep the foundation more full coverage everywhere else except for like right on the under eyes because that's where I really want the coverage from the concealer. So this is supposed to be an all-day wear, do it all medium to full coverage concealer that acts as the most targeted texture solver, gliding on the skin like butter on toast. And this is supposed to be great for all different types of skin. Now, I have mentioned that my under eyes have been dry. It's been more so dry like when I go in and apply like too much powder. So I've been more lightweight with my powder to set because I do crease really badly, so I do have to set it. But basically the highlighted ingredients are caffeine, which helps visibly depuff and support skin. That's always great, especially in the mornings. Like our under eyes need that. Avocado and mango butters to help hydrate and nourish and smooth texture. And it also has an exclusive peptide blend to supports natural collagen to help improve texture. Love a good collagen moment there. This is waterproof and oil controlling concealer. It uses texture solving ingredients to visibly smooth skin. The buttery coated pigments allow enough playtime for this formula to do it all: spot treat, conceal, brighten under eyes, and shape face. It does not cake, crease, or transfer. We're really gonna put that crease to the test because I crease like crazy regardless of what we do. So, I mean, we shall see. This does retail for $25 and there is a really nice shade range. This is a vegan cruelty-free brand, so that's just something to note right there. So I did pick this up in the shade medium for it, and basically it's medium neutral golden undertone. So we shall see how this does. I did go in store to pick this up because I was like, there's no way I can order it online or order it on the app and then pick it up later. I need to see the shades in person. I was between this shade and another shade, but I think this shade will work really well because I personally like a very nice, like, brightened under eye, so that's kind of what we're going for. So this is what the packaging looks like. You guys can see it's just very true to the whole One Size brand. I love the red like chrome effect here. And this does contain 0.24 ounces. So let's go ahead and put this to the test. I'm gonna come closer so you guys can really see this face. I'm gonna be taking the concealer and oh yeah, this color will be good for me. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take my sponge. It's slightly damp, it's not too damp. And I'm just gonna begin blending. Ooh, very, very pigmented right away. It's giving me full coverage vibes. It's actually laying really nicely on top of the foundation. I've noticed that sometimes with certain products, it'll pick up and just kind of look cakey, but this looks really full coverage immediately. Look at that, look at the difference. The coverage is there. If you're looking for coverage, this is gonna give you coverage. And this undertone for my complexion is really good. Okay, it's applying really, really great. I feel like it's locking in because my under eyes aren't creasing as fast as they usually crease. So I like that because typically you'll start to see them crease immediately. But I am gonna go in with a little bit of powder just because I'm telling you guys, like, I will crease. So I'm gonna be taking my Maybelline Lasting Fix Banana Powder. This is the powder that I've been enjoying for my under eyes. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is I'm just going to use a little brush and I'm going to just set it by applying it lightly right where I have those fine lines. I'm not gonna take it anywhere else because I don't want to have it just applied everywhere. I just feel like I need to apply this where I need to apply it. And it's effect right there. I also feel like because this is a matte formula concealer, you don't need a lot of powder. So I wouldn't say like set it with a sponge and let it sit there or let it bake. I would literally just go in with a little brush, kind of apply it all over the areas where you tend to crease, and then kind of swipe it away. But I wouldn't keep the powder just sitting on the skin for too long if you don't want it to, you know, crease or cake up. But you guys can see the difference. I mean, you guys can definitely see how fast that brightened it up. I think that this color matches me really well. So if you are around my complexion, which I will have shade references down below, I would recommend medium 4 neutral golden, because I think that this one looks really good. It immediately brightened my under eye so well, which I am like, okay, this is definitely something I can get with. I definitely do feel like because of the consistency and how pigmented it is and how fast I feel like it does give me that more so matte effect, I would recommend this for people that do not have really, really dry under eyes, because that can be a problem. But I do have to say I was very impressed that it didn't crease immediately. I think it's because the consistency is a little bit more thicker, which allows the product to really like stay and grip in place. It also blends very easily. Now, the one tip I will give you guys is I would say with this product, make sure that you do not use a lot. A little bit of this will go a very, very long way. I think this will be great for somebody who is looking for that good fuller coverage effect. Like, look at that pigment. It literally is so pigmented that like a little bit of this goes a long way. I would say the best way to apply it is honestly with a sponge, in my opinion, because I feel like my sponge is slightly damp, so it can absorb any of that product that may just be kind of wanting to linger on the skin. And honestly, I wasn't expecting anything less than a very pigmented product, just because I know Patrick Starrr loves his pigment. He loves a full coverage moment. I think another tip that really does help, especially when going in with a fuller coverage concealer, is not applying too much foundation on the under eye area, really keeping the foundation elsewhere and letting that area kind of just be your skin, so that the concealer, especially if it's a more full coverage concealer, doesn't come in contact with too much product. Some of you guys may be wondering, oh, you should have used your fingers to apply your concealer. Well, a few things. First of all, my nails are really long and I don't really want to like poke my eye perhaps. So, I mean, I could. I know some of you guys have recommended that and it works amazing for you guys, so that's definitely a way to apply it. I also feel like it's great to use your finger because it does apply a good amount of pressure to really blend things out, and this blends out so seamlessly that it'll be very easy to blend it with your ring finger. Another reason why I'm not doing it with my fingers is just because, like I said, I do want to make sure that I do absorb a little bit of the product with a damp sponge, because this will really help kind of have that product not be too heavy on my under eyes, especially because sometimes I do have a little bit of dryness under there. Right now, it's looking really good. I'm gonna quickly finish off the rest of my makeup, then I'll come back and give you guys my full-blown thoughts on how this worked with everything else, and then we can go ahead and start our wear test, because that's what I'm really excited about. Let's see if this is actually really worth $25. So far, my first impressions are really positive, but I think the wear test really does determine everything else. Okay guys, so full face is done, and this is what we're looking like. I have to say everything went on very nicely. I will have all the details on this face down below. I decided to go for a red lip today because I was like, you know what? I kind of want to go for the same colors as packaging, you know, give it all the vibes. Kept everything else super simple. I used the lip bar in Boy Trouble. I will have everything linked down below, but this is stunning on the lips. Okay, let's go ahead and just talk about this concealer. So I have to say I really like how it looks. I will point out one thing. You guys will definitely see this in my In Natural Lighting Up Close clip, but this eye, I had a little bit more of like, I can tell I have concealer on this eye, and I think it is because out of the two eyes, this one is the one that I kind of have a little bit more dryness that just comes to light through the day. We'll see how it does through the day and if it kind of like becomes one with the skin, but this eye looked really nice and smooth, and just giving me like that gorgeous under eye concealer that I personally really love for a concealer. Now, I will point out something that I didn't mention during the video is that because this product is so full coverage, if let's say you are not somebody that likes a super full coverage concealer face like this, what you can do is you just use this to like spot conceal. You do not need to apply foundation for this necessarily to look bomb. Like it can look great on all different types of like makeup finishes, whether it's something very natural, whether it's something more full coverage. But I do think that if you're somebody that likes to wear a full face of makeup with foundation and everything, and you like more so the natural conceal, this probably won't be the one for you because this is more full coverage. But I had no issues whatsoever. I like the technique of applying my setting powder with a brush as opposed to like applying it strictly right on the under eye, because I feel like if I would have done that, it would have been way too matte, way too much dryness. I think that this is just perfect. So right now it is 9 a.m. I'm going to carry on with the rest of my day. You guys will see me in a few hours for my final thoughts on the new One Size Turn Up the Base. What is it called? Butter Silk Concealer. Okay guys, so this is the face with natural lighting, but you guys can see the under eyes. They honestly look really good. I love the brightening effect that they give. I think that they just like really cover everything they need to cover. I also like this undertone on me. I feel like it's really good. So I would recommend this shade if you are around my complexion. So this is the right eye, and then this is the left eye. This eye is looking a little tiny bit more on the dry side because it is more so of my dry under eye. So that's just something that you guys can see. You guys can definitely see the difference. I definitely do think that on this side, it looks a little bit more like there's product there. Then on this side, it looks more seamless. Hey guys, so I am back, and right now it is 5:30 p.m. and I wanted to give you guys my final check-in on the new One Size concealer. So this is what the concealer is looking like. I have to say it still looks nice and in place. It still looks matte. It actually looks more matte compared to the rest of my face. There is a little bit of creasing on this side where my eye's a little bit more dry for sure. Let me actually try to zoom you guys in close so you guys can kind of see it. Here there's a little bit more creasing than here. For me personally, I have very creasy eyes, so this is like not anything completely new. But it wore really well for almost the entire day. It's just like by now it definitely does look a little bit more dry under there than typical. And like I said, I do have a little bit more of dry under eyes, so this isn't uncommon for me. So I personally feel like this concealer is great for the person who's looking for a really good pigmented full coverage concealer. I would definitely say this is more so geared towards somebody who has more so oily skin. I feel like if you have dry under eyes, this will not be the one for you. You will not like this. Maybe to spot conceal like little blemishes on the face, yes, but for the under eyes, if you have dry under eyes, I would say probably not. Because me, I have a little bit of dryness on the under eye, and I definitely do feel like down there it can get dry quickly. So I think that this is definitely worth checking out if you're looking for a really good pigmented concealer. I really did like this undertone for me, the medium 4NG. I feel like it worked really well, and this is the type of concealer that I like to use to brighten up my under eyes, especially when I do want a more full coverage, tired-free look on the under eyes, because this is giving me just that. You don't want a lot of pigment, you like something very natural, you won't like this. But those are pretty much all my thoughts. I hope that this review was helpful for you guys, especially if you were looking to purchase this new One Size concealer. I would say if you're looking for that coverage, give it a go. If you guys have tried this concealer, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of it so far? I love interacting with you guys down below in the comment section, so please go ahead and share your opinions. If you did enjoy watching this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let's continue doing these type of videos for you guys, because you guys are the reason why I continue to post here on YouTube. So without further ado, don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.